be with us again. And one of my first questions to the panelists were you out in the workplace when you started, or was it a gradual process? And how did you decide, and what processes did you use? And Melissa openly said that she was not really open in the workplace in the very beginning, where on the other hand, Jason said he's always been out. So I wanted to touch on those two perspectives really, and how you approach the workplace. Melissa, first.
Hi. Well, when I first started, basically if it didn't come up, I didn't say anything. I didn't feel like I had to, or wasn't necessarily 100% comfortable. And I think I joined our Beyond mailing list, and eventually started going to meetings, so I was out to people there. And basically, one day I got an email asking me if I wanted to be part of a photo shoot that our company was doing at Fortune. And I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? Why not? So that's kind of how I came out to the company, in a sort of big way. But I took from there. Now, it's pretty. Everybody pretty much knows. And if those who don't, if they ask, I tell them again. And I just feel like I felt like it shouldn't be the number one thing. It's not like, hi, my name is Melissa. I'm bisexual, by the way. That's not the way I wanted to introduce myself. I didn't feel like it was the number one thing about me. But being part of the group, I feel like it is probably a little bit more important, actually.
Well, I don't think that I've ever really not been out in the workplace. And I would say one of the benefits for, back in the 90s working for an entertainment or media company was, when I started at Universal and I was 18 years old and it was my college job, there was a significant amount of LGBT employees all throughout the organization in leadership roles as well. So I kind of had that luxury. But I also had the chance to work for another entertainment company, which will remain nameless, where I was also out, and not that that was necessarily a bad thing, but clearly there was a culture there that made people feel like you needed to really censor yourself. So I ultimately chose not to stay with that organization.
And Jude, can you tell us a little more about your coming out experience at work as well?
Well, I know you're not going to believe this, but I first came out at work 26 years ago.